Hello. So I wanted to do a video. I'm feeling really heavy today, um, about God, and I wanted to share a testimony. Um, it's been quite a while since I've really come to the place where I feel like I need to share some of the things I've been through. And just like I said, I've been feeling really heavy today regarding the Lord. As most people know, over the last couple of years, my friends, people that are close to me, I've been through quite a bit of stuff, spiritual stuff, and trying to find where my true self is and regarding my spirituality. I I like to think that I have ominous beliefs. I believe that there's, truth in different religions and different beliefs, and I don't ever believe in something that I have not personally experienced for myself. Believing science, believing in, um, you know, things that have been proven, you know, um, yeah, to an extent, but for the most part, when it comes to my spirit and my being, I believe in things, or I believe in a God that I've experienced, if that makes sense. And even though I do call myself omnist, I am a Christian. If I don't even like using that word. I'll even classify myself as a Christian, or categorize myself as one. All I can say is I love Jesus Christ. He is my rock. He is my fortress. He is the one that has always been there when I was on my lowest. So I could never not believe in him. I believe that he is God incarnate. I believe that he sacrificed on the cross for us, to reconcile us back to him, and God in the flesh. That's where I believe. Anyway, so I'm probably gonna cry in this video. I haven't really talked much about him in the last couple years. Um, and then my best friend and I were talking about going to church yesterday, and it kind of like set my heart and my spirit on this, my mind and everything on the Lord, and my desire to, to have fellowship again. It's been a while since I've been to a church. Don't really trust churches anymore. Um, there's there's a lot of different reasons that I'm not going to get into, but I do miss the fellowship and the unity of the spirit of believers, fellow believers, those who believe in Jesus Christ. So I was driving to Tucson today, and one of my favorite songs, I was playing my Christian station on my YouTube, and one of my favorite songs came on, and it just really set me off, and I've had a pretty heavy heart. Anyway, I don't want to get too into that. I want to kind of just give my testimony a little bit, and just to make a long story short, whenever I do talk about my testimony, what God's brought me through, I kind of share all the way back to when I went into the hospital when Zed was a baby. I had postpartum depression really bad. We had just moved back to Louisiana from Arizona, and I ended up in the hospital. I didn't eat or drink for like a week, and it was a pretty rough time for me. I went through a lot of spiritual stuff at that time too, really finding who I am. That's when I got the baptism of the Holy Spirit around that time. I remember my real first real experience with God, the closest of the Spirit. So that was, well, it was 19 years ago. In December, it was 19 years ago. He's always been there when we were homeless. He always made a way for us. He always put people in my life to bless us. And no matter how far I feel like I've strayed from him, and he always meets me where I'm at, no matter what. And I felt that today. Like even when my best friend was talking about it yesterday, like I totally felt the Spirit just fall. Like, yes, this is it. Like, it's time to get back in church and find fellowship and get in the Word more. So he is, it's just hard for me to find a church because of the different people in my life who were supposed to be people of God. And no matter what church I go to, I mean, I put my all into stuff I love. It's just me. So if I find a church, I'm really gonna want to be involved, and that's just how I am. Like, I put my everything into stuff. I can't just like go and just to go. I'm gonna try to, but I know, if there's some kind of outreach program or something, I'm gonna want to get involved. And every time I do that, in my experience with my walk with God, and my walk with God has been, I get hurt when I put my heart into it. And I know it's not about men, the men in general, talking about people. It's about doing it for God. But part of me knows that I need to get back and fellowship and be around other believers. And part of me is scared because I put my heart into stuff and you get disappointed in it. So I don't believe in half-heartedness when it comes to God. If I'm in, I'm in. If I'm not, then I just keep my distance from people that are, other Christians. But it was just, I just knew when he said something about going to church that this is it. Like, I know he was just confirming what my heart was saying. So I look forward to it, and I hope it's somewhere I feel like I belong. And I've been really heavy today with this. I think it will be good to have fellowship again. And I know it sounds so cliche, but you just don't know. Like, I mean, it would take longer than a 10-minute video to explain everything that I've been through, especially with the last couple of years. Oh my gosh, just spiritually, just the spiritual torment I went through, trying to find who I am, and my beliefs, and anyway. But I love Jesus. I could never not. I know who my God is. I know that He's always been there for us. And I'm so glad and grateful that I brought my kids up in church. They have a really strong foundation, and they know who He is. So anyway, I'm a mess right now, so that's just my heart and what I wanted to share. I feel better now, and I wanted to share my testimony. He's We were homeless twice. I was kicked out by my ex-husband, who was a Christian or preacher and everything. It, you know, anyway, so he's brought us through it. He's always put people in my path, just to remind me that not everybody's the same and that I'm loved, and I hope I've done that for others as well. Anyway, that's all. Thank you for listening.